Hi, boys and girls. Well, today we're going to read about a little boy who really, really, really wants it to snow. And the story is called When Will It Snow? Oh, I noticed that there is a question mark at the end here. So that tells me this is an asking sentence. And it begins with an asking word, when, which is usually asking about a time or maybe a day or a month or a year. But when will it snow? And it's written by Lisa Brody Cook, and the illustrator is Adam Macaulay. I think he did some pretty good illustrations, and I can really see that this little boy looks angry. Yep, looking pretty frustrated and angry, and he's looking at his snow globe, but outside I see it's very sunny. Those are a lot of details that I can take from the picture. All right, let's take a look at When Will It Snow? Our title page. It was November. All Martin McGregor wanted to do was build a snowman. But so far this season, no snow had come. I live for snowman building, said Martin McGregor. Last year I built the biggest snowman in the neighborhood. Martin tried making a snowman using the marshmallows in his hot chocolate, but the marshmallow snowman melted too quickly and ended up as little more than a marshmallow mustache. Looks like he's dressed for cold weather, but still seeing that sun. Even the birds look like they want some snow, he grumbled. His mom was going to the basement with the laundry. We'll just be glad we don't have to shovel the driveway. Keep an eye on your sister for a minute. Martin McGregor sighed. His mother didn't understand. He glanced at his sister in the high chair. She didn't understand either. But as she ate her pancakes, Martin got a fabulous idea. He took a brand new bag of flour and dumped it, whoosh, all over his syrupy-covered sister. A snow baby, yelled Martin triumphantly. Wah! Yelled his sister. Martin, yelled his mother. Was that a good idea? Did he think about the consequences of his actions? I don't think so. Time out. Martin McGregor waited for the snow in his cooling off chair. So whenever you get angry or frustrated, you might have to go to the cooling off chair. In December, there was still no snow, not even for a white Christmas. One day, a light dusting barely covered the grass. But Martin McGregor was excited anyway. He called to his dad, If you need me, I'll be snowman building. Yeah, that looks like a miniature snowman. And something about the dog's face tells me he's frustrated, perhaps angry. Martin McGregor piled the snow. Martin was disgusted. It won't stick together, he yelled. His dad was backing his car out of the garage. Well, I, for one, am glad the roads won't be slick. Don't forget to take Sadie for a walk while I'm out. Martin McGregor rolled his eyes. His father didn't understand. He glanced at Sadie with the leash in her mouth. Sadie didn't understand either. But as Sadie wagged her tail, Martin got an amazing idea. Light bulb. Sure, he's getting an idea. But is he thinking of the consequences of that idea? Sadie sat calmly as Martin glued cotton balls all over her fur. But when Martin's dad returned home, Sadie took off running. Bits of cotton covered the yard. "Presenting Sadie the snow dog!" yelled Martin. "Woo!" barked Sadie. "Martin!" yelled his dad. Martin McGregor waited for the snow while he had to give Sadie a bath. Really? Gluing stuff on the dog? Is that the smartest choice? In January, the weather was cloudy, grey, and gloomy. That's a lot like our January. But there was no snow, just like our January. Martin thought his mashed potatoes had possibilities, but they made little more than a mushy mess. Martin sighed and plopped his head down on the table. His mom said, "Go and take your bath, Martin. Maybe that will cheer you up. And please be finished before the ladies from my book club arrive." Martin McGregor poured an entire bottle of bubble bath and turned on the whirlpool. It made the perfect foam. As he lay there, Martin McGregor, light bulb, got an incredible idea. What do you think he's going to do? And do you think he has thought about the consequences of his actions? With the foam covering every part of his body, he stood up to admire himself in the mirror. Then he headed downstairs into the living room. "Look, everybody, a snowman," he announced. "Oh, Martin," said his mother. The bubbles began to slide downward off his body at an alarmingly quick pace. The entire book club stared with open mouths at Martin in his nothingness. Did he think about how bubbles in soap slide? Martin McGregor waited for the snow in his room with the lights out. I'm thinking he got sent to his bedroom. A consequence for one's actions. In February, the weatherman, who's a meteorologist, finally predicted a huge snowstorm. Martin leaped out of bed bright and early the next morning and sprinted to the window. But there was no snow. "Crummy weatherman," mumbled Martin McGregor. "I'm moving to Alaska." "Don't forget your boots," said his dad. That day, Martin wore all white and tried stuffing his clothes to look like a snowman, but he just looked silly. In art class, Martin McGregor painted an enormous snowman. His art teacher, Mrs. French, exclaimed, "Why, Martin, you have captured the true essence of a snowman." Martin McGregor gave her a disgusted look and yelled, "The essence of a snowman is snow." He tore up his paper and threw it all over the floor. Do you think he thought about the consequences of his actions here? Martin McGregor waited for snow in the principal's office. I think he could have dealt with his frustration and his anger in a different way. March came. Wow, we've been through November, December, January, February, and March, and still no snow? It was unusually warm. "Come on, son," called Martin's dad. "Help me with the yard work on this beautiful spring day." Martin McGregor tried to make a grass man out of grass clippings and leaves, but it blew away with a gust of wind. Yeah, because, of course, leaves and grass are very light, and wind is a force that provides a push. So we know what happened. After working in the yard, Martin, light bulb, got a wonderful idea. On the front porch, he used his dad's shaving cream and his mom's lipstick to create a snowman. Do you think he's thought about the consequences of his actions? Do you think he asked to be able to use that stuff? "Aw, all I have is a droopy, gloopy lump of nothing," he said. He was not amused. His baby sister was amused. She finger-painted the windows. She finger-painted the door. She covered herself in shaving cream. When Martin's mum and dad came out onto the porch, they were not amused. "I wish I'd gone to Alaska," Martin grumbled. Martin McGregor had no TV for the rest of the week, and he stopped waiting for snow. Well, there's the consequences of his actions of using stuff without asking and letting his sister use stuff without asking. On the first day of April, Martin woke up with a jolt. It was brighter than usual outside. He raced to the window. Martin McGregor could not believe his eyes. What do you think was out there? I agree with you. Everything was covered in sparkling white snow. He stared at a frozen world. "Awesome! A blizzard!" he cried, and he threw on his clothes and ran out the door. Whew! Finally. School was cancelled for 3 whole days, and Martin made a snowman, a snow lady, a snow boy, a snow girl, and a snow baby. His mom and dad even helped. Despite frozen ears and frozen nose, frozen fingers and frozen toes, he couldn't have been happier. Martin McGregor finally got to build his snowman. Looks like to me he even built a snow cat and a snow dog. Then came May. All Martin McGregor wanted was to go swimming and build sandcastles. Oh, please, Martin McGregor, it's May. There's going to be a lot of rain and thunderstorms. Ah, boy. Poor Martin. The end. So we saw in this story that Martin McGregor had some wonderful ideas, but he didn't exactly think about the consequences of his ideas. And he had those ideas because he was angry and frustrated that it wasn't snowing. Can you think of a time that you got angry and frustrated and then didn't think about the consequences of your actions? I think we should have taught Martin McGregor some better ways to deal with his anger. Like, he could have done some deep breathing, sniff the flowers, blow the windmill. Or maybe he could have stopped and counted to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or maybe he could have gone to a grown-up friend and said, I'm feeling very angry and frustrated. And then that grown-up would have said, tell me about it. And then they could have talked about their feelings. That might have been a better way than what he did. So think about a time when you were angry or frustrated. What did that feel like? And what did you do? Write about it in your journal. We want to know, how do you deal with your anger and your frustration?